Hello, everyone on YouTube. This is, you know who it is. It's different than the Facebook sphere of influence because it's more like relative, a little bit relative. Dude,
They might count you out.
I just don't want to. I'm gonna turn down the volume because I don't want copyright strike.
You only need a small deck to reduce the appearance of puffiness and animals.
What are we working on today? Well, working on a psychological development in the stuff concerning personal structure of success, how you handle it. Well, we'll write stuff down. Success. Well, what is it? How does it work? Well, we think that it's a process of continuous forward movement, and if it breaks, then you have to fix it. You have to look at the oscillating movement in a graph, and if it falls, you have to fix it. If it rises, you need to do something to not let it fall again. And it's this process of positive and negativity, which isn't inherently logical in the sense when a lot of people say try to be logical about the situation, well, they try to say and think like that, but it's more like when you understand the math of the situation, you get how the process of differences in a equation work. Well, if you have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, it's a difference of +1 constantly. If it's 2, 3, 5, 6, it's a difference of 1, 2, and then 1. Depends. It always depends on how the difference works inherently. So that's not inherently the structure for success, though. That's the system that is supposed to be analogical to differentials, which map success. You can map it into how finance works or how a state graph moves through economic structure, and you can see where you lose, you gain, you facilitate, and where you need to get, what trends, what is the fad, what. Also, you didn't know this, but tags in niches are part of the inherent adaptable structure. But people don't inherently use this. They talk about it, they reference it, even in the medical industry, and they don't do it. And it's so easy to look into. You can learn this on YouTube. I haven't gone too in depth into it, but having the little bit of the background and the stable understanding for the process is like, oh, that's how it works. So, what are we going to do about that? Well, inherently, you're supposed to use it. If you don't use it, you will have a lot of failures. And you map it. You have to map it through the process of chaos. And it's not chaos that inherently determines how it works because it's just a word to define a system. It's entropy. Entropy like guides a system. It's the combinatorial path of a system's order. Well, they say it's not order, but it's part of order. That's the issue. And when you're aware of the nonsensical aspects of it, you're like, am I just like when your mind goes through heavy entropy, you're just like, what the hell is going on? Like, why is it that one answer from the past is all randomly wrong all of a sudden? It's not failure, it's a big failure. It's like the biggest failure you can have, but you don't get mad. You just like you have to revitalize and repurpose the whole thing over again by not focusing on it so much anymore, not being so inherently focused on it and attached to it. And that's the thing. That's the problem. That's the problem. You have no choice, but you do have a choice, and you're still going to use that choice. But in your mind, you're going to be like, "Well, I have to focus on something else. Obviously, I have no choice. I have to. I have to get a job. I have to. I have to follow the American dream. I have to do all this stuff just to get where I need to go." But think about it, like you don't inherently need to do that, but you have to like it's not that you're conforming, it's that you're you're averting your focus because you're pissed, and that's red pill rage. So I'm going to type that. Yeah, and the caps are not supposed to be, well, it's anger per se, but this is not an alpha male channel. This is not a beta male channel. Uh, The red pill rage is just an analogy to the process of what I'm talking about. But if you recognize like situation, oh, one second. So you have to sort of recognize that there will be inconsistencies in a situation where you're just like everything's just too slow. The process is too slow, so I need to do something. I need to put the advantage to go somewhere, go on an adventure, or do something to find the answer to my question that I'm trying to find. And at first, you're just like, oh, I just want to live everything so slow as possible. But that's the advantage to the system where it's more categorical or more intuitive, where you don't really focus on the inherent betterment of forward structure. Well, obviously, a computer doesn't even work like that because it's already categorically changed from now on because the way we interface with it is different due to constant combinatorial space and social media and other prime parts, but we see that as a linear order. So kind of lost track of what I was saying. It happened. But I'm gonna end it there. It was just a sneak peek at a different side of AOSOS. So